What you mean, where is we? How'd I know where is we?
You told me to take that turn back there.
I regret it. I'm sorry we ever left Chicago. This is a mess if ever I done seen one.
Ain't no use to get regusted if your own fault.
How you figure it's my fault?
Well, you got the road map, ain't you?
I got this book here with all these spider webs on it, if you call that a road map. Takes 17 lawyers to figure out this thing. I've been straining my brain ever since we left Chicago.
Yeah, and if you hadn't asked everybody we seen where we was, we'd still been trying to get out of Chicago, too.
Here I is, look at me, soaking wet.
Well, don't get mad with me cause we was caught in the rain. If we didn't have this here fresh air taxi cab and had a top on the thing, we wouldn't have got wet.
Look here, look at me. I'm soaking wet from head to foot.
Well, I just as bad off as you is.
Cut the motor off and save the gasoline.
The motor ain't running, I done cut it off.
Well, what's that noise that I hear?
That's the water boiling in the radiator. We done lost the fan belt or something.
Well, what is we gonna do?
Well, you is the one that wanted to say what to do. Go ahead and say it.
Let me look at the road map here. Now, don't rush me now. Don't rush me.
Where is it?
According to my figures, you see here, I've been putting pencil marks on here wherever we go. You see that line I done made? We done been all that way, you see.
Let me see it.
There you is, see it? That's the way we come. You see, I've been sitting back here in the back seat drawing these lines so we ain't gonna get lost.
You was on the wrong page, ain't you?
What you mean I'm on the wrong page?
Well, that's Alabama. See right there, state of Alabama.
Well, we ain't been down to Alabama, is we?
No, you just on the wrong page, that's all.
Them ain't my pencil marks. I know I ain't done nothing like that. No, sir.
The man told us back down the road there that if we keep on going till we hit a town, we hit a town called Toledo.
Toledo what?
He said that Toledo was the town that we wanted to go around.
I don't want to go around no town. We want to get to New York. That's what we want to do.
Where is we now?
This here map is a mess. How would they expect you to find anything on a map like this?
Well, get the map of the United States there. That's the map we want to look at.
Don't tell me what to look at now. I know what to look at the same as you do.
Well, now, where is we on there now?
Well, now, here's Kansas City.
Well, we don't want that, though, do we?
Is you going to start an argument with me here now, or is you going to let me do what I'm going to do?
Well, go on, do what you're going to do, then. All I want to do is to get somewhere we can get something to eat. That's all I want. If it hadn't been for Ruby Taylor giving me that fried chicken when we left, I don't know what we'd have done.
Maybe you was on the wrong road.
Well, this here's the road you told me to get on. Why don't you watch them numbers on the road? That's what you ought to do.
What's the use of me wearing out my brain worrying about them crazy numbers?
That's what they put them on the road for.
All right, then. If you want to run by numbers, why, go ahead and run by numbers. Go out and find a number. That's what you got to do.
Go out and find one?
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to find no number. Wait a minute, I look around, see if I see one.
Look good now. Look good while you're out there.
We have been following number 20 ever since we've been out here, ain't we?
20 what?
Just plain 20. Ain't you see all them signs with the 20 on it?
The last sign I saw had 50 on it. Said 50 miles to Toledo. Stop at some hotel.
Oh, I ain't talking about that kind of sign.
Well, what is we gonna do? Sit here all night? I was hungry.
Well, let's start looking for a hot dog stand. I gotta get myself a sandwich, too.
Well, which way is we going? That's the main thing.
Well, I'll go anywhere. I go anywhere you say. Ain't no use to sit here though on the side of the road. I know we was going wrong if we go that way. If we go the way we're headed now, we're going wrong, Andy.
We made a big mistake when we left Chicago. I knowed this was gonna happen.
Well, you was the one that told me to leave Chicago, though, ain't you?
I ain't told you nothing of the kind now.
I even asked you how we was gonna get down to New York. If we was going on a train or how we was going, and you was the one that suggested that we drive down there.
Yeah, and what did you say?
I said that...
Wait a minute. I'll tell you what you said. You said it suits me.
Certainly I said it.
Well, you didn't hear me say it suits me, did you? Now look at the mess you got us in.
Well, don't you come around here blaming me now for this mess. We was going all right until you told me to take this here road.
Well, let's turn around then and go back.
To Chicago?
No. Go back to the main road. We'll have this taxi cab wore out before we get to New York.
Pull down on the gas there now when I crank this here thing.
Turn the thing over and come on, get in here now.
We need some water in the radiator, too.
You mean to tell me that we've been in all this rain and there ain't no water in the radiator?
No, how is the rain gonna get in the radiator?
Amos, are you gonna crank that thing or not?
Well, I just wondering if we ought to get some water for the radiator first. That's all I think about.
If you wring out my clothes here, you'll get enough water to fill the thing up.
I would take the cap off, but there's so much steam coming out there, I couldn't see where I was driving. Well, here goes. I turn it over here.
That's the stuff. Now, come on, get in here now.
Well, what is it gonna do now? Turn it round?
Well, you claim that we gotta go back, ain't you?
Well, I turn it round then. Look out. Here I go now.
Look out now, look out. Don't run in that ditch.
Well, I ain't gonna run in the ditch, Andy. Don't holler at me so much. Let me back up here.
Now, look out. Look here. You're backing in this ditch.
Andy, if you just let me alone here, we'll get straight. Now, wait a minute. Now, there we is. Now we done turn around.
Yeah, now we turned around, anyway.
Wait a minute. Now, here come a man. Let's ask him where we is. Let's ask him something.
Well, let me do the talking here now.
Well, you go ahead. I'll stop right by him there. Wait a minute. You go ahead and ask him now.
Mister. Excuse me, mister, but, which way is we headed? Well, if you go up to the main highway, take route number 20 to the left, it'll take you right into Chicago.
Chicago?
Well, we is trying to get to New York or Toledo. Oh, well, then when you hit number 20, turn to the right. Just follow the main highway.
Thank you, sir, mister. Thank you, mister. Thank you, sir. I told you so, Andy. See there?
You told me what? Keep your mouth shut. Now, let's get going here.
All right, let me get off this here dirt road, then I'll get going.
Look out the way now, Amos. Look out. Take it slow now. Wait a minute. What are you doing here, shaking me all up like this? I'm sorry I ever left Chicago. New York. This here is a fine trip we're having here now. Slow down, Amos. Slow down.
Wait a minute now. Don't
Well,
holler.
get back on the road. Get back on the road. I'll adjust it.